Good morning, ladies. I'm sorry, I was sort of like trying to work out a crick in my neck. I don't know. I woke up today and my energy was like very so I'm trying to rock with that. Since we ain't got much time to pussyfoot around because stuff is clearly taking off at a rapid pace, I'm gonna break down some stuff for us so we can do alignment. And I feel like honestly, I'm gonna have to do it on the big page too, just in a subtle way that it's not flagged or noticed by. But I mean, there are so many people who put this information out there and don't have troubles. I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid. Whatever. so protections. That is the thing, man. It's 11:11 as I'm recording this. Um, on June 21st, there will be another eclipse. There are three eclipses this month. Um, they control the eclipses. I know it sounds crazy. I haven't been able to research it, but I think they control the fucking moon because yeah, what sense does the fucking moon make, y'all? Like, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. And the fact that at night on these full moons, the highest level of crimes, rapes, and all that stuff happened. I remember being downtown in LA one night when it was a full moon, and I literally saw a dude walking around in a Joker costume. Saw people fighting. Like it's something about the full moon that really gets people going, and it definitely has something to do with the powers that be, these people controlling things. And on the 21st, pretty much, if you haven't cleared out your baggage, if you don't have a good way to ground yourself, if you're not in touch with yourself, if you've been bottling up and not dealing with your shit, it will get worse. I guess getting more powerful. At this point, I recognize that it's the musicians that are giving them enough power to get here. They do ceremonies and rituals so they can bring these Goetia demons here. Right now, they're working on a particular one. I guess concerts will happen again and that stuff. They need the energy. That's why they've been having the riots and all that stuff. They're collecting souls with the fucking virus. Like it's hella shit going on right now. But it's in order to bring in their people. The next part of this is after the 21st, if people have not cleared out their stuff, depression gets worse and a lot of people are going to start killing themselves. Um, that's the next way that the enemy is coming. Violence and all that stuff is going to rank up a notch. The demons are getting louder, so to speak. So it's imperative for all of us to get our protections up. All right, so this is really a process that has to be part of your ritual. I've been slacking off lately, which is probably because I was not taking this as seriously as I should have, because I didn't think the timeline was going this fast, but it really is. I've been in my house for 2 weeks and I'm like, okay, so everything's over. No, I went back on the news because I had to get off. I thought the riots were over. They're still going, guys. It's been like how long now? Now the coronavirus is having a second peak. This is not going to stop like I thought it was. I was under the illusion that everything was going to stop and go back to normal for a little bit before the next thing, but that was me trying not to want the world to end. um, Everything seems to be rolling over at one time. There are absolutely right now locusts and famine in Africa. A lot of these plagues resonate or originate where they originally existed. So what's going on over here has nothing to do with what's going over there. The world news has the shit to let you know how far along we are. Um, because the U.S. is a part of this, but I think we are the evil part of this. I think we are probably the problem area, to be honest. But I haven't had time to get into that. And I'm trying to pull myself out of the rabbit hole. I'm trying to pull us all out of the rabbit hole for a little bit. Because you have to have your strength up before you go in there. We have to be able to be objective. Think about the Matrix. That team, you remember how stoic they were? That's how emotionally unattached we have to be to this process. Because otherwise, your emotions will be used against you, your love, all that stuff. Although it is your greatest weapon to be able to use love to help others and all this stuff. When we're looking into this darker stuff, close your heart. Like, don't take this in. Um, because you can't. It'll also change your vibration, which honestly, your vibration being high is the biggest protection you have. They can't get what they can't see, and they can't see you if you are vibrating so high. Okay, so I want to post a picture in here of the vibrational scale so you know who is here, what is here, blah, 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 what emotions create to ones. The highest you can get is a 900. Weed is at a 450. If that gives you a good base. Um, we should be vibing so fucking high that when you smoke a blunt, you can't even feel it. And yes, I have been unfortunately fortunate enough to get there. You can smoke and then not feel it. You can be so vibrationally raised that you just feel all the time. You feel happy, you have lots of energy, and it takes practice to get there. It takes uh, a regiment, which is what I'm about to get into. Um, what I do is I say a prayer before I get out of bed in the morning, just praying for discernment and protection as I go out into the day, and gratitude for the things that I have. The fact that I woke up that morning, because gratitude is a great way just to get a jump start. Like, I woke up today, I have a roof over my head. This little stuff, it doesn't have to be anything major, just the small things, and they will grow. That's important to remember that too, even for manifesting. After that, when I get in the shower, um, if I get in the bath, it'll be a spiritual bath sometimes. A spiritual bath is simply um, you taking a shower first, clear yourself off, wash your hair, all of that, because a spiritual bath is not um, you actually washing up in there. You get into the spiritual bath, you can use just sea salt for purification, but you get in there and you do something you enjoy for 20 minutes, not a device, maybe reading, you can even meditate, and then you get out and you don't drive for 24 hours. That forms a protective shield. I like to do those on new moons and full moons. You can also learn different herbs to add in there. You can make abundance baths with like cinnamon. You can do extra cleansings. Trying to think of what I use off top of cleansing, like frankincense and myrrh and oil and all that stuff. There's so many other things, and I do have shit I can add in here for the stuff you can add to the baths. Um, on a day-to-day basis, when I get in the shower, after I'm cleansed and everything, I put my head under the water and I let it run over me, and I picture it making a shield, just a protective shield over my energy. Because remember, um, we can't see it here, but visualization is the key. Visualization actually it doesn't come through these eyes. This is what we see here. This is our ability to see in the matrix. The visualization is from the third eye, which actually points upwards in the middle of your shit. It points upwards, and that's where you're able to see stuff when with your eyes. Like you're in the supermarket, you're looking for something, you can't remember what it is. When you close your eyes and you picture it and you start walking towards it, you just use your third eye. And there's so many things that we just innately do that we don't realize we're doing it. When your boyfriend goes out at night and he comes back and you're like, you're lying to me. And he's like, no, I have proof. This A, B, C, and D. And something about that just ain't sitting with you. That is your third eye, your intuition, your gut letting you know. Like you have your psychic abilities. They're all here, guys. We're just honing them, so to speak. So when we get in the shower with these visualizations, when you picturing this water dripping over you, forming a protective shield. Picture it golden. Picture washing all your doubt and worry and all that stuff down the drain. Any negative energy that's been thrown at you can be rinsed down the drain, but just still put a shield over you. When I do makeup or brush my teeth or anything like that, use glamour magic, which is simple. Words. If you do lipstick, I don't know, for example, so that I'm more appealing when I speak or some shit. Blush to brighten my mood. Just little stuff to give everything intention. Do everything with intention and visualization, because whatever you're doing on this plane is actively working on the other plane, and that is where you are fighting the demons. They can't get you here. But if you have a shield on yourself all day in the astral realm, you're good to go. Okay, so I'm working my way. I don't want to touch my device as soon as I wake up. That is the worst thing. Something about that light hitting the back of your eyes, sort of like in Get Out, it does something to you. It changes the way you think. It changes your mode. You immediately start worrying about all the things you have to do, all the people you have to respond to. That's not what you need in order to raise your vibration. You have to raise your vibration before you see your phone. So after that, I particularly on my good days, I swear I want to do this every day. I'm going to say this. I'm doing this every day. Damn it. um, After all of that, get dressed, smell good, feel good. Ironically enough, I like to do some yoga so that I'm fully awake and that I won't fall asleep when I next do either some time sitting with meditate or some singing bowls, or I'll do a meditation. Kundalini meditations are longer, but boy, do they get your vibration up quick. Om meditations, Om chanting, that is also a quick way to get your vibration up to 700. Uh, I mean, yeah, and that's amazing. You're unfuckwittable damn near at 700. Um, After that, because I'm going through the routine, I want to do a combination of everything. I do typically enjoy listening to a motivational speaker. They're on YouTube, just a little 10-minute morning motivation to get you pumped. Or I listen to gospel music because, to be honest, y'all, and when I first got here, the other witches sort of made me feel all shamey and shit. Like, oh my God, you believe in Jesus. Yo, Jesus is the fucking plug. There's no way around it. We're all here. We had 13,000 years to get to Christ consciousness. That means the belief that I am love and you in love and we are all loved together and we need to work together and just love each other. That's what the fuck we're working on. The hippie vibes. That is the only thing that will save us right now from these fuckers. Because they don't believe in hippie vibes. They believe in separation. So, after that, after you got your protections, after your vibration is raised, drink a glass of water with the intention, whatever your intention is for that day, clarity, purification, strength, energy. Just make sure water is the first thing you drink. Make sure you get a vitamin. That's also to take care of that body. Um, After that, then I can go into my day and do what needs to be done. I try to fit in another type of exercise because exercise is a quick way to boost it. I like to go walk outside. Getting into nature is a great way to boost your shit. Also, if you're the type of person, instead of if yoga or meditation in the morning doesn't work for you, go outside before the sun comes up and watch it rise. Something about that aligns with your energy and sort of raises yours along with it. Um, you can do some fourfold breathing. You can look that up. But it really is just breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding for 4, and then releasing for 4. And you do that for 20 minutes. And something about that shit just makes you fucking lit. Like it changes your aura, your fucking energy. Like you just feel unbeatable and you're able to manifest quicker. I haven't been able to get into like there's so much stuff to learn. I haven't been able to get into all of it, but breathing is the main key here. Prana breathing, something about that changes your force field and gets your strength up. That's what we're working on here, strengthening our force fields, making sure that we have our armor on. This is your spiritual armor for this warfare. Um, the main thing, all that through the day, intentions. Make sure everything is done with the utmost intention, keeping your vibration. Be careful of what you listen to. Because regardless of whether you think listening to it or watching it is affecting you, it is. It's affecting your subconscious. The way you thought your patterns. You ever watch something during the day that bothered you a little bit, you start watching it, went about your day, and then later that night you had a nightmare about it? Because it's in the back of your mind. You tuck things away when they make you uncomfortable and they pop back out at night. Um, so be careful of what you watch. Some of my favorite music has got to go. Some of my favorite movies have got to go. Certain anything that is gonna make me feel some type of way, it's got to go because it ain't worth it at this point. um, at night, it's a similar thing. I like to read because hey, then that's processing in your brain before you go to sleep. uh, Another nightly meditation if you can. Always end with gratitude or prayer or whatever you do. Connect back to source before you go to sleep. That's probably the best thing. Regarding your dreams, you can ask a question as you go into your dreams or make a request for information before you go into your dreams and it will happen. If you don't remember it, that's fine because your subconscious does. The work is still done even if you can't remember it. But it's important to keep pen and paper next to your bed so that if you do have a dream, you can jot it down before your feet hit the ground so that it'll jog your subconscious so that you'll have a recollection of it. And after you do that, the more you let your mind know that you want to know what your dreams are by writing them down, by actually caring, it will get more vivid. Your messages will come through stronger if you start writing down your dreams, if you start making notes. That is the base protection and daily routine now. Other things that it's important to do, make a fortress, literally, in the astral realm. Get a pen and paper and write down in great detail what your house looks like in the astral realm. And I'm not talking about a house. I need you to think Game of fucking Thrones. Think you are Cersei at the top of your tower. Think you are Daenerys in the kingdom of whatever those dudes that didn't talk were. The Unsullied, whatever. You need to build a fucking army. Don't be timid in the astral realm. I have a moat. I have a castle. I am on an island. I have killer sharks. I have fucking killer birds with laser eyes. Like I went in. I was like, I'm waiting my whole life for these fucking activities here. So you build your fortress there. You make sure you think about what happens if somebody attacks you. Write that down. What will happen if somebody attacks your castle? What is their repercussion? Because you own this. This is your shit. And inevitably, this stops you, protects you or keeps you in line if anybody fucks with you during the day. Like this is just another set of protection. And it's the best what I've had so far. Like honestly, when I got attacked by this whack ass coven, they really couldn't get a bitch because I had that fire ass castle that I had just learned about that week. Um, That honestly is like one of the biggest things you can do in that realm. Also, your physical house and your mind, cloak it, put a black bubble over it so it can't be seen. But then send a white bubble through it and make it get bigger so you can push out anything that's already in there. Push that white bubble all the way out to the black bubble, and then anything that was already here is moved out.
Start zero, especially with what we have coming up. Now, on this physical plane for protection, all the other fun, good things you can buy, which is sage. Um, I don't have a particular day that I sage. I go through the emotions, but at the same time, sage gets rid of everything. Make sure you open your windows to get anything that's not supposed to be in or out. But also, it gets rid of your ancestors and your guides for a little bit, and then they got to work their way back in here because it clears out everybody. It's like, all right, guys, time to go. Everybody, thanks. Um, crystals. Crystals. I put, was it tourmaline? I believe I have tourmaline or obsidian in all my windowsills. Try to, because crystals have a molecular fuckity jiggity that creates a barrier. So I put that crystals in every window, keep the windows protected. I actually have a salt ring around my house. Keeping that up is very interesting. I try to just keep it up in my head more because it's like impossible to actually keep it out there, but the intention is everything. Um, salt ring around my house. I salt my doors, like my entrances. Sage. Because yeah, they'll really have you thinking there's a lot to it, but it's all these natural elements. Like you can cleanse with certain stuff, you could do all of that, but it's really mostly intention. Keep your house clean because they reside in clutter. Don't hoard. Like man, them hoarders' house probably demon deep. That's probably why they hoarding. That's another video. But yes, cleanliness is next to godliness. As crazy as that is, I guess it's because you're appreciating your stuff, taking care of it. I got a gift from a client. This, it's an Oregon pyramid. I appreciate it so much, and it's actually doing what it's supposed to. Show you that. This works too. What I do during the day is put this in front of your devices. It soaks up that shit so the EF rays are not getting all in your dome. Um, and then at night you can put it above your bed and it actually like sucks the shit out of you. You sleep better, you get more energy. It's just like a whole different fucking kick ass process with this. So I'm gonna get a huge one. I'm gonna get one like, and I'm gonna get one for my kids so they all have it in their room. The last most important thing I can say to you guys, I'm sorry, I'm looking for somebody driving around. I gotta make sure they don't know I'm talking to y'all. Alright, so the most important thing is to cover your fucking head. Um, your belly button is an entranceway. Like one day when I get all I plan on getting like a cross or something over my belly button because that's an entrance. But your crown, this is the way we connect to our guides. This is the way we connect to source. This is the way a parasite will connect to you. Your crown. If you're going out somewhere, or if you feel headaches, or you feel fatigue, if you feel depressed, and it doesn't make any sense with all your work, do one of your spiritual baths or whatever, or sage your head or something, and cover it. Covering your head, it changes everything. It connects you back to only self and gets anything that's on you off. Um, colors you wear matter. Black is a protection. Green is a protection also for grounding. Look up color meanings. Um, you are pretty much at this point changing your attire to fit protection. Like everything on you has a reason. When you wear a certain crystal, when you wear crystals, they create an energetic field around your aura for protection. That's why crystals are so important. Um, shit, what else? Gloves. I don't like anybody touching me now. Um, because that's how energy vampires get you. They can get you with a quick, hey, let me hold your hand. Compliments. When you giggle and you say, oh, really, thank you so much. They're taking your energy just to let you know because I can't pay pussyfoot around this. They do it through compliments and gentle brushes and touching. And besides the people who reach out to you and ask questions and complain all the time and you give them advice and then they come back with the same problem next week, that is also an energy vampire. Um, but that sort of thing, like cover hands, anoint your earrings with an intention. I plan on going into this when I have to go out and shit. My head will be covered. I will be wearing glasses because eyes are the keys to the soul. And somebody will try to snatch your shit just by staring at you or to enter a suggestion into your mind because these are high level motherfuckers. They know what the hell they're doing. I don't know if most of us on a regular basis get around them, but just in case, you know. But honestly, at this point, it could be friends or family or foe. Everybody's in a position where they're trying to get turned. This is a war, guys. Light versus dark. And right now, dark is recruiting. If dark has recruited your friend, it's going to try to get you. I mean, really, the Matrix is the best reference I can give for this. You can have somebody that you thought was your day one. They ain't your day one no more because they wanted money. They wanted a certain person. People might give you up for love. um, but at this point, it's just important for us to know all of these base rules. But the most important thing you can do for protection is get to know yourself so well that you know when something about you is off. Get to know yourself so well in and out. Know your vices. Know your your weaknesses. Know you, like, know even the shit you don't want to know. Don't deny anything to yourself because that which you deny is what they will use to get your ass home. Mission one, learn thyself, and then take over the world, guys. That is my protection video. Holla back. Can I click this faster? Oh, stop. Slow ass computer.